Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report, sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Today is a dramatic day. In the pre-market, I mentioned very clearly there is no reason for such a big gap down today. On Friday, both FIIs and DAs were net buyers, and that too for more than 2,000 crore each. And then the crude oil, yes, there is a bad news, market goes higher, but as long as it's trading below $80, there is nothing to worry much. And however, this market, like 250 point down in the morning, then after the 300 point shot up, then 100 point fall, it's going all over the places, and the markets have been very, very volatile. And today only I posted our VIX is around 1213, US VIX is around 1820, Japan market in VIX is around 3840, South Korean VIX is around 90 to 100. And the South Korean market, I don't know how people trade there. On Friday, the SK Hynix, just like HDFC Bank and Reliance Industries are the top two stocks in India, the same way Samsung and SK Hynix are the top two stocks in South Korea. But there, these two stocks together has about 50% weightage in South Korean index. And that stock SK Hynix, which was listed in Nasdaq on Friday, that shot up 13%. And today in South Korea, it is down by 15%. And Samsung is down by more than 10%. And today, South Korean index hit the lower circuit. There 8% is a lower circuit. So 8% lower circuit was hit. Then trading halted for some time. Again, they opened and closed around 9% lower. There were so many days in this year, South Korean market is either up by more than 5% or down by more than 5%. And so far, since 2000, in the last 26 years, the lower circuit was hit in South Korea only 13 times. Out of that 13 times, 7 times the lower circuit hit this year alone. If you can remember 2-3 years before, there was something called meme stocks in US, like GameStop, somebody started, Reddit, so retail people came into big forces, that stock used to gap up 50%, 60%, gap down 50%, 60%, There were days there was a gap up of 80%, 90% also, gap down of 70%, 80% also. So, it was going all over the places. It was very, very mad market. And right now, South Korean market is also like that. It's a very, very mad market. There was a report that says, like foreign investors have sold in huge quantities in South Korean market, but despite that, that market goes higher. So maybe that is a play of the retail people. And by looking at those markets, our market volatility is still not really very bad. It's a matter of 1% down, 1% up like that. But still, when the volatility is so high, option premiums will also be like that. But here, our volatility is not very high. The option premiums tends to be very, very low. So today, some interesting things. Market gap down and went way below like 250 points. But good thing is that Nifty took support exactly at 24,000. So in the last many weeks, many times Nifty took support around 23,800, and today 24,000 itself market has taken as support. So that is really a big win for bulls. And number two, when the entire global markets were trading negative, so we started recovering and moved significantly higher. And only after that, European markets also recovered something, so turned slightly green. And then US futures also recovered slightly. But our market was the first market to recover from the lows. So that is the second thing. The third thing is that, today TCS. And I always said many times, the day the result comes, Okay, the reaction in the market is not because of the fundamental, it's because of the positioning of the F&O players. Look at this TCS, and the day before the result, it was trading around 2040, 2050. I've taken 2040 short straddle. And the next day, market gap up open, 70, 80 point. Then the entire 70, 80 point wiped out. And then finally the TCS closed just only 1% higher on Friday. But today it shot up like anything. Today, I think from intraday low to intraday high, TCS has shot up more than 140 rupees. So that is something very big. And then since morning, TCS started trading very, very firmly. Then Infosys also started catching up. Why we have to talk about Infosys? Because Infosys has more weightage in Nifty than the TCS, because the free float market cap in Infosys is much higher. Because in TCS, 75% almost lies with the promoters only. And Bank Nifty was even more volatile. I think Bank Nifty shot up nearly 700 to 800 points from intraday low to high. I think the Sensex also the same thing. Yeah. It was a very, very dramatic recovery. Of course, at the end of the day, FIIs were net sellers. Friday they have bought for 2000 plus crore. Today they have sold for 3000 plus crore. They have reason to be scared because today I think the rupee has depreciated about 40-50 pice. So that could have triggered some kind of a panic among FIIs. So all in all, as I told you today morning, we may be down, but we are not out. So the bulls can take a can take a breather. So as 24,000 is held on the downside. But of course, there are some negatives today. Number one, as I told you, FIIs were net sellers for more than 3,000 crore. And number two, the volatility index. And morning market came down, everybody knows why. And after that, why the market shot up 300 point? Nobody could believe that. So because of that, the put premiums did not come down. And because of that, the volatility index. At some point of time, it was up nearly 10%. I think on closing basis also, the India VIX is about 8% higher. And if you look at the August series or September series or even December series, calls are also higher, puts are also higher. For the last many months, one strategy has been working very well. Sell 23,000 put and 25,000 call. So market, although it is trading very violently, but it is trading between 23,000 and 25,000. And if you look at August series 25,000, 23,000, both are higher by about 10 rupees. So anyway, we'll see. Tomorrow is expiry, and then 24,000 put option has been sold in huge quantities. So because even the worst case today, at the lowest point also Nifty took support around 24,000. So naturally we can expect, by tomorrow Nifty to close about 24,000. So the broader range for this week, I said 23,800 to 24,300. Now tomorrow is only one day. So I think it should be 24,000 to 24,300. And this market moving violently, but it is just only consolidating. On April 8, Nifty was 24,000. And today 24,200. After how many months? May, June, July, August, more than 3 months. So more than 3 months, this market is consolidating. And the technical analysts usually say, the longer the consolidation, ultimately it has to break out or break down. And the next leg is going to be very, very powerful. So either it can go to 23,000 or it can go to 25,000. Everybody is waiting for the breakout, but that breakout seems to be happening anytime soon. So once again, it's going to be the consolidation for tomorrow also. So anyway, we have to wait for today. The inflation data came, which is slightly higher than expected. So anyway, that was expected. Petrol prices have gone up by 8 to 10%. Then the inflation naturally has to go higher slightly. So there's nothing to worry. And our market is not a data-driven market. Tomorrow evening, US market, there is an inflation data. So US market will be usually reacting very violently for the data. And then after that, our corporate results. So even in US also, the corporate results will be coming from tomorrow. So usually the first set of corporate results will be mostly from banks. And also people are looking for one or two chip companies results, Taiwan Semiconductor and Macron. So they are expecting corporate results from this, not Macron, is ASML. So ASML is a company that manufactures machines that produces the chips. So therefore, that company performance will be watched very, very keenly. The Taiwan Semiconductor is also like Samsung and SK Hynix. So this huge volatility in chip industries, it is actually good for India. Why? Because the money keep on going out from India, going towards the chip industries. And now those chip industries are too volatile. So maybe people can book the profit, can move the funds here. So that's what many analysts are saying. So it is time to have some positive view for our market, although it is consolidating. And the probability of this market breaking out is higher than the probability of market breaking down. So anyway, now it's closer to 24,300, not closer to 23,800, which is the support. So let us see what's going to happen tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.